Says this one is underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Set, hut, 70 ending. 15 in your face.
Boston Scott, his first carry, fights forward for only about a yard.
Is that you who just tuned in?
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Is that you that just tuned into the stream?
Inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's not good. I see some.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Set a tone. Bravo. 15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15.
They'll drop to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ready.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Jameis to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I'm going to hit you.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To throw, Winston. He'll buy some time right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Field to the 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Ready up. Mike 1. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
He'll drop to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and just...
Left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run the counter. Scott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now Ito Smith. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Mike's 15. Mike's 15. I got you, boy. I got you. Shoot.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't...
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Eli Apple.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st down, Scott. Levante David in on the tackle.
Right there.
He was brought down by Levante second and 9 at the 28.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Saints 3, Buccaneers nothing.
Ready? Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Watch one.
Watch the run. Watch the run. You're soft, baby.
Check three. Check three.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Into the secondary again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6.
The Saints take
Come on,
over
baby.
1st and
Let's
10
go.
at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Wahoo. 15's the mic.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
2nd and 14. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Devin White able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brings up 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. They still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Winston, flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Trey Hendrickson. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Right the flag. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 15.
Now back to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
51's the Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Check three. Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Tampa Bay. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Play action now. Winston. Complete. He finds Braid. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Breshad Perriman, as the first half is winding down, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Winston, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2.
The Saints take over.
We got
first
this.
and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Thomas, the intended target.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Final play of the half here. Winston. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
On play action, Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the ground with Smith. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, me and you all day. All day.
2nd and 5. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, set. Watch 15. Mike 15. Go. Whip.
On first down, Scott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Smith trying to run for it. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
So Mike's number one.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Michael Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 15, Saints 10. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From just shy of midfield, Winston, and an alley to run. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Check it.
First down, Buccaneers.
Get a roll. West.
Hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40.
Watch the slants. Watch the hustle.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Jones has it. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Jameis to throw it. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try again with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Let's go. Touchdowns, baby.
Ronald Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
First and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
On second down, it's Scott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. The Saints on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9.
Move. Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike, zoom. It's our field.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
All day, baby, all day.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape. Soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Stand up in.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
You got nothing. Blitz.
Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game.
All day, baby. All day.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down carry for Smith. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the ball.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 52.
Here's Scott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Let's go now. 70 ending.
Here we go. Under crunch. Watch safety creep. Creeping.
Rotate. Spell. 36. Kill.
Hey, turn it out.
They go again with Scott. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Seibert's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On the ready.
51 the mic. Hey, let's get this.
Ball trot.
51 the mic, boys. 51.
Pick it up! Pick it up!
Hey,
Pick it up!
Action! 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
In your face.
They'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Levante David providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.